this 3-step formula has made manifestation so easy, so fast. It is actually blowing my mind. And as I stumbled upon it, because it's different things that I've learned over the years that I just intuitively combined. And when the manifestation that I set, which was an income target for my business, when it came in and I had never achieved it like that, and like literally kind of out of thin air, even though yes, I do take action in my business, this literally came out of thin air. I was like, holy shit, I really have to share this with the YouTube fam. So buckle up, because I know that this formula is going to work for you. I highly suggest you take a couple of notes, although everything is kind of timestamped, so it's easy, you'll remember, but just in case, I like to take notes. That's why I always suggest it. So let's get right into it. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Atena. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, we learn to love ourselves unconditionally and we manifest our dream realities. So if that is something you're interested in, you should consider subscribing. Okay, so the first step to this formula is all about clarity. And what you want to do is whatever it is that you desire to manifest, take a moment to script what it is that you desire in the present tense. Now, this is not reinventing the wheel. I'm sure many of you have potentially heard this. If you have not, welcome to the present tense form of scripting. So what you want to do is write, I am so happy and grateful now that I have, and you want to write whatever it is that you desire to manifest. Now, I want to explain a little bit about the science of when you do this and why it's so powerful. So as you write this, if you want, write it in your normal day journal. If it's a bigger goal, like something a lot further from what's potentially more possible and more, like, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes there's some manifestations that you feel are really far out of reach, like within your mind, and some that you're like, well, this is actually quite possible. I don't know how it's going to come in, but I really already feel it coming in. That I feel you can write in your everyday normal journal. But if it's something a little bigger and there's like a lot more, like a higher volume of noise, I would say, in your mind, I say write those down and fold the paper and put it away. Because what you want to do after you write it is like you kind of let it go in a sense, because you have that clarity. You've put that marker for your RAS, which stands for your reticular activating system, which is basically the part of your brain that scans, deletes, and distorts reality to pick up on the information that you need. And so sometimes that's important because you may need to take certain inspired actions. So let's say you're manifesting love. Perhaps like it's going to inspire you to take a left turn on the street versus a right turn, because something within you can sense that your person is going to be there. And I use this example literally because that's how it happened for me. I'm not just making shit up here. It's like, you have given your brain a goal and it's going to seek and find a way for you to manifest it. Sometimes, like with business, it could be falling on an opportunity or, seeking an opportunity in the sense that you have the goal, it's planted within your mind. So your reticular activating system is really, its job now is to figure it out for you, like on a subconscious level at times. And you may be in a room with someone, and had you not taken the time to write down the goal and not clarified it for your mind, you may not pick up on, hey, this person might be a great business partner, or this person may be a great client, or whatever it is for you. So definitely take that time to write it down and allow your brain to do its job. So that's like, I would say, the scientific, not mechanical, but like a little bit mechanical, like kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But then it comes the energetic part, which is so, so important. And something that for whatever reason, as I was like taking the notes for this video to share with you guys, like something that came to my mind. I don't know if this is like too old of a movie, but has anyone watched the movie Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer? I think it was like in the 90s, the movie. I loved it. I watched it when I was a lot younger. And there's something that she said in that movie that I never truly forgot, and it's so in line with this. It's that everyone can get an A, but maintaining an A, that's the real achievement. So everyone can get excited about a desire. Everyone can get desire. Everyone can get excited about a goal, but it's maintaining the vibrational match to that goal, or the energy coherence to allow that desire to come into your life, that is the most important. Now, this is where step 2 of the formula really comes in handy, in the sense that you don't need to be high vibe all the time. In fact, I just think that's kind of impossible. Like, you're gonna have bad moments, you're gonna have life is full of ebbs and flow. But the second process is that you want to do an energy clearing on a daily basis. So one of the best ways, at least for me, is that every night, as I am journaling inside my journal, step into the chrysalis. I don't have it. Damn. That would have been great marketing. Anyways, it's linked below. You can always check it out. But it's like I write, I kind of dump out some of the thoughts that I had that maybe were more on the lower vibrational end. Maybe they're more fear-based, or maybe there was some doubts and worries. And what I do is that if there's something that happens, I take a moment and I reframe the thought, I reframe the day by simply activating visualization of imagining a different scenario that had happened, because that also stimulates your mind. Because your brain is going to be, your RAS is activated to seek the goals, right? But your brain is also very much a record of the past. So when there's things that happen throughout the day or throughout the years, like perhaps this is a manifestation that you've been working on quite a while, and if your brain is always recording like how things aren't working out, it's so important to feed your brain a new scenario. When you really actively take a moment to really reframe like something that happened throughout the day, or a reaction that you had that you maybe didn't like, it makes such a difference, like compounded over time. Let's say you don't even know how to reframe the thoughts, right? So like we all have these thoughts. Like for me with the income goal, at one point I was like, I don't know what else to freaking reframe. Like I really don't. And what I switched to is that instead of trying to reframe things and trying to shift my past thoughts, because like I was just a part of me was just like, no, I just switched to ask affirmation. Let's take an example, like again with love. Instead of saying, why hasn't this love manifested in my life, you would write, how is it that this love has come to me so effortlessly and in such flow? With my business, for me, for instance, one of the things is like, I really want to have more joy. I want to have more fun. And I do have a lot of fun, but like so many parts of the business, like I would say, I'm a very flowy, artsy kind of person. Not artsy in the sense that I draw while I wish, but like artsy in the sense that I am more of like, I like things to flow, right? I like, get me on the technical like things, and like I literally am like, I could rip my hair out of my head. I do not like this. So I try to find different ways to either have support with that, or but like even that, like you still need to learn the parts for yourself. Anyways, I divert, but I write every night, how could I bring in more joy in my business? Or how is it that my mindset has become so much more vibrant, so much more clear? When you write these affirmations, it's the same thing as saying an affirmation like, I'm manifesting the love of my life, or I have a thriving business, or I have a healthy and fit body. But if there's like all this resistance because of the residual facts of the day, what you want to do is, again, ask the powerful positive question, because your mind is going to start looking for the evidence within you. And as it seeks that evidence, it's going to begin to highlight the things that will support you more than the things that don't support you. I was actually telling my client like just yesterday, you got to think of your brain also as a muscle. And your thoughts are different waves that are going to be going through the different paths, but those paths, think of them as muscles that you got to train, you got to develop them. And so by giving it these powerful positive questions that are basically affirmations, you are guiding your mind to really think in a more positive and impactful way. So this is a really important part of the energy clearing, of the daily energy clearing. And something else that I will add is that You can also just take a moment, like not everything is in the mind. I know a lot of the manifestation world, we always want to talk about the mind. Sorry, I'm just like all of a sudden so conscious that the sun set. I don't know if yeah, you can still see me. I'm just looking at myself in the camera. My hair is all wet. Okay, I divert again. Not everything happens in your mind. So actually, the third step is very important, so stay tuned. But I want to just share that there was a day where I was like, I was getting down on myself. I was like, this income goal, like, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I was getting down on myself, and I felt like myself go into a bit of not a pity energy, but just like, this ain't the vibe, girl. Like, this just like, no, we're not a victim. You don't suck. Like, you just get out of it kind of thing. But sometimes like thinking yourself out of it is also just not possible. So you got to literally take the tools out of your, I want to say arsenal. Yeah, I'll just stay with that word. Take the tools out of your arsenal or your toolbox as you want to change your state, tapping into the body. So one of the things I love to do, like on that day, what I did is like I caught myself in that pity energy, and I was like, nope, we're not having this victimhood, this sulky like ugh energy. So I began to tap, and if you don't know what tapping is, it's literally tapping on the different meridian points in your body. And one of the things that's powerful about tapping is that it does move the energy in your body. And the point of EFT tapping is to just unapologetically process all the thoughts you have. And we always start by naming the thoughts, naming all the negative thoughts, and then like going into saying, nevertheless, I love, accept, and appreciate myself. And you start tapping in, I love, accept, and appreciate myself. You continue with the negative thoughts and the negative emotions, and you tap them out of your body, and you notice like a flip switches. You begin to literally in like 2, 3, 5 minutes, you begin to feel better. And I swear to you, like when I caught myself in that energy, I did the EFT tapping, and I got a huge payment that came through my business right in that moment. Coincidence? I think not, my friend. I think not. Okay, now we're getting into the third part, the third step part of this formula, which for me was more of the newness of how I decided to manifest. And I think that this part is just like chef's kiss, like, you got to do this because it is going to rapidly change the game for you. So it's about taking the moment every day to look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm gonna, you know what, let me correct myself. It doesn't have to be every day. It could be every other day. I think that if you enjoy it, do it every day. I did it almost every day. That's why I don't want to be a hypocrite saying you gotta do it every day. And I didn't do it every day, and my manifestation came to life. Take a mirror, literally, and look at yourself in the mirror as if your manifestation has come to life, and let yourself get so freaking excited, whether it's through a hand. I'm going to tell you why I like the handheld mirror, but I also love the mirror in the bathroom. Like, go get crazy, jump up and down and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Or if you're not the kind of person that if your manifestation comes to life, you would jump up and down, then don't jump up and down. Just get excited. Just look at yourself like, wow, we did it. I'm so proud. Like, just praising yourself and loving on yourself and looking at yourself as that successful person, as that person who has manifested their desires. I got this, and this is like really for my ladies. So sometimes you men, you watch, but hey, you're going to be here. So if you're here till this point, you deserve to freaking hear it. My women, I highly recommend that you look at yourself, you gaze into your eyes, and you know, when you eye gaze, it can get a little uncomfortable, but do it. I don't know, there's no but. Do it. Look at yourself. If there's so much discomfort, you can always tap. I found that helps sometimes, like just tapping through the meridian points. And again, if you don't know how to tap, check the link below. It's totally free to join my community, by the way. Tap and like notice the shift happening. And then I want you to take your mirror and I want you to gaze at your yoni. Because for my women, your yoni is the portal of life. Your womb space, whether you choose to have children or not, whether you have children or not, it is literally the portal of life. You are the portal between the heavens and the earth, and your yoni is the gateway. And so often, first of all, we don't take the time to look at ourselves in the mirror. Like, you do your makeup quick, or brush your teeth, but look at yourself in the mirror. You are a queen. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And look at your yoni and send your yoni love, because she is beautiful. She is powerful. And this, for me, was like the icing on the cake, as some would say, because this totally shifted how I perceive myself, how I showed up, and the energetic print that followed through. Okay, I just want to put a quick pause, not a quick pause. I finished recording. I just want to come back and say, if you have a challenging time looking at yourself in the mirror, you want to use this as an opportunity to do the EFT tapping, to get into that acceptance and self-love energy. Again, inside my community, we have a really powerful EFT tapping that is just, it's like a soul revival. Like, everyone in the community is raving about it. And I'm super open for us to do even a live Zoom call where we do the mirror work and we do the practice together to get more into self-acceptance, because I know it can be challenging sometimes to look at yourself and like the first thing you see are the flaws and like this wrinkle, that wrinkle, whatever, like hair is going like this. But like, you want to get past that because you are beautiful. Your body is a temple. And I want you to, from this moment forward, every time you look at yourself in the mirror, how do we speak to the temple? We do not disrespect the temple. We do not degrade her. We do not talk down on her. It's fine to have goals where you want to, better yourself, whatever. If you want to lose weight or do certain things with your hair or your skin, like, that's totally fine, right? But you got to make it a point to look at yourself with love, kindness, and acceptance as you look at yourself in the mirror. And I promise you, this is very achievable. Actually, I do this a lot with my private one-on-one clients with women. We use the process of hypnosis also to rewire the thoughts of how we end up seeing each other. So that's just something I'll share with you. It can take like maybe a week or two for it to happen, but it will happen, and it's very, very possible. And I highly recommend EFT tapping is free. You can do it, tap on your meridian points. Again, it goes into self-love and self-acceptance. And so it's very powerful to cleanse that energy so that when you look at yourself, you look at yourself with love and you will become freaking unstoppable. All right, thanks for coming to the second part of my micro TED Talk. Let me know what you think of it. I hope you try it because I know that it will be super powerful and an extreme game changer for you. Comment below what you're manifesting, how it feels, and I'm sending you so much love. Until next video.